But first this evening, the Doghead fire in the Manzanos is picking up again, and it has grown now to about 2,000 acres. There is no containment, and that fire is moving quickly and burning now 1 to 2 miles from the town of Chilili, where voluntary evacuations are now in place. Pilot reporter Bob Martin is flying over the fire. He joins us now live from Sky News 13. Bob.
Dean, we're on the east side of the fire right now, a couple thousand feet above it. And I'm looking at some houses that are about, I'd say about 1.5 miles or 2 from the east flank of the fire. This has become the new priority. As you pull out here, as we pull out our view here, you can see the fire to the west there. And some of the air tankers have now been redirected to these homes that are just east of the fire. And they're doing structure protection. They're laying down retardant between the homes and the fire, so that as the fire continues to move to the northeast in the general direction of Chilili, that hopefully will slow down the flames as they approach those homes. We're located about halfway between Chilili and Tahike, just west of 337. And so that gives you an idea of the position here. As you can see our close-up view there, a lot of very high intensity fire activity still all along the fire line. This thing is moving very quickly. It's still about 4.5 miles away from Chilili and headed in that general direction at the moment, Dean.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. Pilot reporter Bob Martin high above that fire in the Manzanos right now. Now, fire officials tell us this fire is moving fast and residents need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. News 13's Marissa Lucero is live in Chilili with the very latest. Marissa?
Yeah, Dean, as mentioned, that Doghead fire is just about 2 miles away from here. We've talked to many residents from Chilili who said they're not hesitating. They're packing up and getting out. And those in the way of the fire's path are just devastated.
It's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And you know, my family's been here for over 165 years.
Aaron Aceves lives off Aceves Road, just one of the many areas that have been evacuated. At about 3 this afternoon, fire officials issued a voluntary evacuation for Chilili. From Sky News 13, you can see just how close the fire is creeping toward the town. And from the ground, a group of people watch as it just moves closer. Now, Aaron says while others are leaving, her family will stay and try to do what they can to protect their home.
We just started watering down houses and trying to find cows and trying to find my horses and make sure that everybody was somewhere where we could haul out if we needed to.
Now, earlier this afternoon, the Doghead fire seemed to be calming down, but then the winds and heat moved in, intensifying that fire. Fire officials tell us they have several crews in the air and on the ground trying to contain the fire, but it's just moving too fast. Now, there is a community meeting tonight at the Torreon Community Center in Torreon, and that meeting begins at 7. Back to you, Dean.
All right, Marissa, nice job out there. Thank you. There are also a number of evacuation centers listed on our website, KRQE.com. Well, the Doghead fire started at about noon yesterday, and as it continues to grow, many people are watching that fire from the side of the road. They tell us all they can do right now is watch and wait.
This isn't our first fire, you know, so all of us are on high alert, and it breaks our hearts for the families and the ranchers that are losing a lot of their property, you know, that could have been cleared, I'm sure. And I just pray for our firefighters. This isn't a fire we get out that easy.
Because that fire is moving so fast, the Torrance County Sheriff says residents in that area should be packed up and ready to leave just in case. And take a look at this picture that Guy Sealer sent us from the Doghead fire this afternoon. You can see from this photo just how close that fire is burning near his home. He tells us these pictures were taken from Forest Road 321, about 1.5 miles north of the town of Tahike.